Hey guys, Natasha from Russia here. Another week, another video, and as you can see, we have some more fall decor. So as you can see here, I used the Waverly Chalk white paint for this project mostly. And then I needed a plate and a glass dish, and then that is baking soda. I will be mixing that baking soda with my paint. And if you haven't known, this is a kind of a trend that's going around, that people are using it to make the paint be thicker, so then when you apply it, it makes it look like a ceramic project, I guess. So the amount I don't think really matters. I needed a stirring stick right here, so I just took one of the dollar store plants I had and stirred that. I just kind of did it according to my liking. You'll see later that I add so much more as well. This paint, since it's chalk paint and it's Waverly, it's really good brand in general. This paint's already kind of thick. As you can see here, I'm mixing it with the brush. By the way, these brushes I also got at the dollar store. I really like getting those there because it comes in a set of, I think, 6, or there is even a bigger set as well, or you can get individual ones as well. Then I started applying the paint on this glass vase. I got this at the dollar store as well. I had to reposition, put my hand in there as much as I could. So at first I started painting about, well, a little bit more than halfway the bottom portion, because I thought maybe I'll do it kind of like in a block. But over time I changed my mind. I actually did that couple times in this project, as you'll see here. And sorry, some of this footage, it will be kind of off the screen, just because I do film with my phone and I didn't do a too wide of an angle. I know some of you have mentioned that you'd like to be able to see more. So then instead of mixing, I added the paint the baking soda right on top of the paint here. Which kind of dragged the paint a little bit around, but it's not too bad. So then I start painting the bottom as well, and we don't worry about the bottom as much, but I feel like right now even, it looks really good to me. It turned out great. So then I went through and I tried to straighten, because I was thinking doing that half and leaving the other half. But then I changed my mind on that and decided to add more paint, more baking soda. I would film at my craft table, but it's not positioned where I would like it to be for my videos, that is.
Eventually.
So for now, you'll have to cope with what I do have. So as you can see here, I finally painted the top portion as well. And later, what I did is I added a little bit more paint and dipped the brush in the rest of the baking soda and just dabbed it all the way from the top to the bottom to give it texture. Oh, right here I had to take the glass off my hand, but then I got the paint all over my hands in order to flip it. I did that several times throughout this project. As you can see here, I'm adding more baking soda. Alright, so then I had to take that off and put it upside down and kind of touch up the fingerprints that I just left with the paint literally all over my hands. Alright, so I did that and I let it dry. So the next project that I took is this owl. Again, it's from Dollar Store as well. And I saw one of the other YouTubers, believe it was Liz, she took the same owl and she painted it white. She might have actually spray painted it, I can't remember for sure. So I painted this owl white, and I didn't have sandpaper or anything to really sand it with, so you'll see I get creative there as well. We're not really worried about perfection of this owl. I just wanted to make sure that it was covered in white. And when I was filming again, just like to apologize. As you can see here, a lot of it is done off screen. Didn't realize that. But basically all I'm doing right there is just painting the owl, making sure that all the brown is covered. And that's how it looks once it's painted. And then that needs to dry for now as well. So I put that down, did a little bit of touch up because I left fingerprints on there as well. Then I had to go wash my hands, but before that, so this is a pumpkin that I got at the dollar store as well. Look how fun that is. It comes with initials and they didn't have my initial, which I needed the letter G. So decided to get creative with it and took the C and made it into G, which was perfect. And I feel like it turned out great. I went over the rest of the white to kind of make it more even. And then, as you can see here, I had to freehand a little part for G. There I am going over the rest of the leather. And then the other thing that I did is I took that same white and lightly put it on the edges and kind of all over the pumpkin as well, to give it another little bit of a layer, I guess. As you can see here, that's how it looks. To kind of blend things in, since I had the baking soda. And then here's me making the little small white stripes. And then I took the clean part of the brush and kind of blended it into the wood. That way it didn't look like there was too much white on it. Because I still love the natural wood look to it, and love that look of the orange as well. Just give a little upliftment, I guess. So then those projects needed to dry. So then next project, while those were drying, I decided, so if you've seen my previous video, I got those beads on Amazon for a very good price. I've been wanting to buy them, and you can paint them. They are wood beads, but I decided to leave them just the way they are. And I had a hard time with this string, so I had to use hot glue to make kind of stick together. That worked for a while, because some of the beads are not all the way through. They have stuff stuck in them, so I had to use different methods to get them on there. And what we're making, you'll see at the end, is a little string of beads with tassels on each end. I've been wanting one of those for a while, and if you don't want to make it, you might want to check out your dollar store. I hear that dollar store has came out with a very nice lawn or short garlands of this wooden beads. So here's me making the tassels here. But yeah, I have not seen him at my dollar stores that I've been to, but I guess Dollar Tree, that's the proper way to say it. But here's me attaching the tassel, and after I attached that one, I didn't like the way that one looked. So when I was attaching the second one, I found a better, more proper way to attach it. So you'll see here, what I did is I put it all the way through the top portion and then tied it, so then it realistically looked more like attached tassel. So then I had to later on redo that one, and you'll see in the picture once I post that. So here's the owl again. It's nice and dried, and like I said, I didn't have a sandpaper or anything really like that, so I took a leaf from my fall stuff and used that lightly. I had to get something to put underneath because it was gonna get paint all over, but I had to use that lightly over it and bring out that underneath brown type of look, especially around the eyes and everything. As you can see here, I'm scraping some of the paint, and you can get sandpaper at the dollar store as well, but I didn't have mine this time, and it would probably look much better with that, but for now that is what I had, and I still think it turned out good. It has its own personality. Had to go over a couple times, especially around the eyes. I wanted to make sure that stood out. The features of the owl needed to be there. That way it wasn't just a white glob. So you can see here, it looks vintagey. I really liked it. So then the other project, I got this at the Dollar Tree as well. It says, "In all things give thanks." For $1, it's cute little mason jar sign. It has this cute rope thing, but I wanted to make it just a little bit better because I love it the way it is. And the other day for our picnic, we went to a park and there was some acorns, and so I picked up some. I was looking at them how I wanted to do them, but then I also picked up at the dollar store, they had some wooden acorns, and I might eventually do a project with that as well. I haven't figured that out yet of how I wanted to do those, but as you can see here, there's the wooden acorns. It's in their crafter section. For $1, it comes in a decent sized packet. There's like 8 acorns, I believe, good size. So I thought maybe I'll glue that onto it, but then I decided that that was too big. I ended up using the real acorns, 2 of them, and I glued them on and glued the stem on top of that, and you'll see the picture here at the end of how it looks. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I really appreciate it.